So at the Drawing Center, some other tools that you need to be familiar with are your ruler and the compass. Now the compass, there's many different styles of compass, but I have purchased these that are pretty easy to use, I think, and they don't have that pointed end that can be a little dangerous. So there's a couple parts here. This part here, it's a clear plastic and it has a hole in the middle. And if I held it there, you can see I can move it. Then you have this red piece that will slide, and it also has two holes. Now we're going to talk about the compass first because everyone wants to start with the compass. And you're going to need a pretty nice sharpened pencil. You might have to use one of the pencil sharpeners, and your compass. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a bit here with my camera. Okay, sometimes when I zoom in the picture gets blurry, but hopefully this will work out. Now the first thing you want to do is take your pencil and put a dot. Now I'm making mine, you can't even see it. Can you see that? It's just a little itty bitty speck. But you're going to want to make a dot, and then you're going to line up this clear hole to where your dot is, because your pencil is going to go in that hole. So I'm going to line it up, and you're going to take your finger and you're going to hold it on that dot. Remember, this thing will spin around. Now I'm going to slide this red part. Let's say I wanted to make a 2-inch diameter circle. We'll talk about diameter in a minute. But I'm going to take my pencil, and all I'm going to do is guide it around. Oops, my ruler's in the way. And then back this way. So my finger stays straight up and down, and this one just guides it around. Now I can take my pencil and put it in the other one and make a bigger circle. And there you have it. I'll bring that up a little bit. So on this center, all I want you to do is continue to practice using the compass. It's challenging until you get the hang of it. Now I did mention diameter on this first small circle. When I line this up here, the dot, and I've lined it up to the 1-inch mark, you would immediately think, well, isn't that 1-inch diameter? But remember, I only have half of the circle here. This circle should actually be a 2-inch diameter when I measure it. So it's 2 inches across. 1 inch from this dot to this dot, 1 inch from this dot to this edge. All right, so now I'm going to go on to my ruler. And I like to start out also with the ruler making dots. So I'm going to make a dot here and a dot here. So you have to place, this is just to make a straight line. I'm not measuring anything yet. So I'm going to line it up on that dot and line it up on this dot. So I can still see this dot and I can see this dot. Now if I just held the ruler here to make a straight line, I could possibly move that ruler. So you need to hold it in the center. Hold that down. See how all my 4 fingers here are really pressing to hold that. Then I line up, and there's my straight line here. So what I want you to do is, again, and you want to practice with the dots and without the dots. And oh, and if I wanted to make straight lines close together, how would that look? What if I wanted to make a triangle from that point to here? I'd have to line up that. So I would like you, now this would not be a good way because I'm not going to be able to hold that, and then, so I have to turn it this way. So the ruler and compass center is just for practicing. And I'd like you to take your sketchbook and fill up a page, maybe front and back, practicing with your compass and your ruler.